Mhm.
Okay, everything's up now. Now I should wait for people to join. Yep,
Right, I'll just check.
it appeared and then it just came.
Oops.
Oh, I guess you got it then.
Yeah, I've had
Yep,
it.
now I
I think
finally
I've
got
heard.
it. Yep. That's... Ow.
Alright, who wants to do the intro then, the cheeky little intro?
If you want to, absolutely don't
No, you
mind.
can do it. Yeah,
Alright.
I'll do it.
Hello everybody and welcome to Gavra Racing for round number 6 for the Super League Tier 1. So this is the top of the top, or best of the best if you wish. As good evening to Bon Evil in the chat there. As yeah, today we're here for Hungary, and today with me got a bit of a fellow person. We've got Mr. Scout Dan with me today, first time. Not in the Super League commentator, but first time commentator with me, so a very warm welcome to him in the commentary box.
Hey, it's nice to be here, Zepsify, who everyone in the chat. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these Super Leagues. I can't remember the last time I did it. I think I must have been alone last time I did it, but it's nice to be here in Hungary. It's going to be a very interesting race. Yeah, honestly, I have high expectations as always, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I think we're quite ready. Hello, Kevin, Jitty Kev, number 1, and Jeff, also known as Castangle, so nice to see you guys.
Yes.
Tabby, nice to see you too, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one here, Zepsify.
Yeah, so we've got Jutsi Kev here, who set his lap on the software, 1 minute 16.0, so good lap there. Unique J, just about a couple of hundreds behind him. Jutsi, could you slow down, please? He's too quick, Bon Evil, and sadly some people can't stop him at times. Tabby Dop Decks, what happened to the date? Well, ask him then.
Might have just been one of them moments. I think it's an actually check out videos, because there's always someone to complain about, isn't there? Like, on how coaches can go. But don't worry, buddy. I am facing you. I am facing everyone. But yeah, I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, that's and going into the action here. So Billy Misu spinning there at the exit of turn 3. I believe his first race in the Super League, so he's got to get used a bit to the assists with completely 0 assists. No traction. It's just bare bones here as the as yes, Luca Rosman, yes. Shanksa does race here.
Should we draw our attention to F1 lover now as he's about to start a lap, so let's ride on board with the Aston Martin as he's making his way into turn 1 now, just breaks at the 50-metre board, gets a nice rotation of the car there, good exit from F1 lover as he uses all the DRS now down this little straight as honestly so far so good. He might have locked up a little bit there as he's rushing through that little turn as he's making his way now towards the middle sector. Let's see what he can do. I mean, hopefully he does a really good time. He does purple sector 1, so remember that. And just manages to get the rotation there, really good rotation there from F1 Lover. Could this be the lap we wanted to see? As they don't see the S's now, but a good exit. As he's making his way now towards the 3rd sector. Oh, and he just invalidated the track limits. Don't like F1 Lover. So that's I'm gonna have to try again for that one.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty difficult to invalidate around the circuit, Dan, and it's pretty I should say easy because obviously you can invalidate obviously at turn 4 the curbs as well as where F1 Lover just invalidated. So really unfortunate there, but Wiggly start flying the Ferrari flag nicely here. But MC Coeli goes into provisional pole with a 1 minute 15.6 as what's my podium prediction? Well, Dan's if you wish, but mine, Jutsi Kev first, Piero second, and it's pretty difficult, but I'm gonna probably say MC Coeli third. I think that's my prediction. But let's see what can Pope do here on his lap. He gets a bit of traffic there with El Ulevi, as now into turn 4 goes. Pope, he goes a bit too wide there. He's nearly invalid, but he abandons his that lap, and he does actually do a purple sector 1. So the Aston Martins feel very good. Let's see what can F1 Lover do if he's on a lap. But I believe he's now going into the pits, as he's gonna tank his fuel up for more runs. Wiggly Style goes second fastest, 2 tenths behind MC Coeli here.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a good time there from Wiggly Style, but like, I don't really want to make any podium predictions, because I'll say the top 3, right, and they'll probably just spin out. So I'm just gonna wait towards the end of the race. But yeah, if anyone else wants to let us know their podium predictions, do let us know. But honestly, I think there's been some solid performances in the Super League as I've been watching while you've been commentating. And
oh, that's Jesse Kev. Sorry,
Jesse Kev. No worries. Yeah, a bit of a spin. So, but yeah, there's been quite a few people who have been really like good in the past couple of races, particularly Pope there and Wiggly Style. Them two have done really good, as well as Justy K and MC. So I don't know, it's all to play for. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah, definitely. But Unique J prepare, I believe, another lap there. He goes very wide. But Justy Kev there spinning just before the penultimate corner there. So wonder if he has any damage. But let's see Pierre here into turn 2. Let's see what can the Frenchman do. Brake just before the 50-meter board, get the car nicely rotated, and now into turn 3 here, just a little kink right-hander. Now into turn 4, where Hamilton and Alonso have a massive battle here through turn 4, all nicely done. Purple sector 1 for the Frenchman at the moment. So the AlphaTauri making very good progress at the moment, but Piero flying at the moment through turn 6 and 7. Now through turn 8, a very twisty-turvy area of the circuit, as you just want to get the car nicely delivered, as he does indeed do that. Maybe a bit better carrying more speed into turn number 10, but now through this very it's pretty much a bit of a hairpin. Now through this, I call it the Parabolica-esque corner, but it's a bit more longer, as now through the final corner and nicely rotated, and that's going to set him into P3 here with a 1 minute 15.8, just about ahead from Wiggly Style here, and that's a good lap, as Justy Kev's out now on the softs.
Yeah, I mean, what a lap from Piero there. I mean, really managing to push the car towards P3, but still with 4 minutes left to go. See if we can try and get the podium. It's gonna be quite close, because the gap now is starting to shrink. I think Pope definitely needs to improve though. 1 minute 29 is not really gonna be the one to go there. But also hello Zach. I think Zach is the first time here in Gavra, so welcome. Hope you enjoy the race here at Hungary, especially for the Super League. But someone did improve. I think it was Volanik. Volanik coming across the line, pushes him up into 6th place, so there's a little improvement there. But yeah, the gap, it is pretty close.
Yeah, so obviously Super League does not tend to disappoint, even in qualifying, but definitely there are a lot of margins here to do. So let's see now, El Ulevi through the final corner with DRS. And let's see how will the slap go. He improves by 7 tenths, but a huge amount of seconds off the pace there. Let's see if he can improve, but let's see how will Tenturi do. So into turn 1, let's see what will the Finnish driver do in the Freshman League. Brakes very late, locks up there a bit, be super patient on the throttle there. Really nice exit there from the Finnish driver, as now through turn 2 here, as this is where he's going to get the throttle planted there, like you do to a normal flower in your house. As now into turn 4 here, we want to get the cars nicely prepared for turn 5 here. Watch out you don't hit the inside curb, because that is an absolute deadly curb. As now through the turn 6 and 7 chicane, nicely planted as well. He's doing a very nice job. In one of his first races in the Super League, really struggled in his first bout in Canada, as it was probably his first experience of no assist, but he's up by about half a tenth. So Tenturi at the moment is improving, but just by a slenderest of margins. But now through this very cool, medium speedish corner hairpin, but now nicely get the car planted. Now it's just going to be the back end complaining as he does. That's no front wing there from the for the Finnish driver. That's big. That's a massive crash there, Dan, at the final corner.
Huge crash from Tenturi there, so he's definitely going to have to try and improve. Luckily he didn't retire though, which is a good sign, so he might be able to go again. But meanwhile, if we look at the Aston Martin, Pope is on a lap right here at the try on board with the Aston Martin, as well as F1 Lover, so keep an eye on both of them. Well, F1 Lover invalidated, but meanwhile, let's look at Pope now, coming through the third sector. That's a really good exit on that apex. Now the trick is to this track is to try and stay close to the corners as possible, otherwise you will get a little bit of a spin. Try not to invalidate through the final sector as he makes his way down the main straight. What time's it going to be for Pope? It's going to be a 1 minute 16, pushes him up into 6th place. But F1 Lover and Bonnie definitely don't have to improve, but keep an eye out on these two, because these two especially are on a lap right now.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see, Wiggly Style on the lap, as that is Tenturi there, super slow there, just behind was, but Wiggly Style's minimally down by about 10 milliseconds, so super close. Pope is now on a lap once again, but he's abandoning it, I believe so he's maybe has made a mistake. So let's see what can MC Coley do through the hairpin. He's abandoned his lap. Let's see what can Unique J do, 400th down to MC, as now he's going to try and give it everything here to make pole, to get pole position possibly. He's 2 tenths up here, Dan. That's a purple first sector's yellow flags. That's Tenturi is super slow there, as I'm not sure he's going to get a lap in here. The checker flag falls, as now we fall into dying seconds of qualifying, as Unique J now flying. Tenturi's retired, as Unique J is just flying through these corners. It could be his first pole position on his debut in the Super League, and that would be an amazing. He's 3/10 subs. He's finding a lot of time around this circuit. He's obviously raced here before, so he might know the strategy that he will do in the Grand Prix, Dan. But now through the final corner goes Unique J, as Jutikev goes provisional pole, but can Unique J knock him off pole position? No, he can't, and that's gonna be a Haas 1-2 unless MC Kawili can do something about it. He's 400ths up, so it could be a Haas 1-2 front row lockout, but MC Kawili can stop him here, Dan.
Yeah, he's so close though, and he's just nearly spun out there as he comes through the final corner. Will he be able to improve? This is going to be a really close time now as he comes across the line. Will he be able to get the provisional pole? He does not. Manages to lose some time there. Meanwhile, that includes everyone for the laps here.
Yeah, Piero actually goes into P2 90 milliseconds behind Jutikev, so Jutikev just pinches ahead of Piero there. Piero doing a fantastic job. P2 for the Frenchman, Unique J 3rd, MC Cooley 4th, super close between the top 4. Good laps from them. Wiggly Style P5. He's been in really good form lately, the Swedish driver. Let's see what he can do in the Grand Prix. Volanik 6th, Pope 7th on the medium, so watch out for him, as well as Born Evil in 9th, Starkicker 8th, Tenturi, I believe is 3rd, outing in Gavra Racing for the Super League, gets into the top 10. Billy Misu, Eloevi, Scout Dan, but if he's accidentally joined the session, but it would be F1 Lover 13th, and then that would round out the grid. So, but yeah, Piero super close to the standings there. So hello to all 18 people. Good evening to F Jordy, who's going to do soft to medium. I'm actually really curious, but if he can carry the tyres to a long margin, then there's a definite chance. Mediums all the way. Yeah, I agree with you, Bonivo. If you can carry the tyres, because Robert Koffler somehow did 15 laps on his soft, I was like, what? There's absolutely no chance, but yeah, obviously he's the second Sergio Perez, and yeah, he managed to do the thing, and
yeah, collapse from there. But oh god, it's gonna be an interesting one. I don't know this track, but honestly, I'm gonna have to let everyone pass. But, yeah, it looks like F1 Lover's gone for the hards. F1 Lover's the only person that's gone for the hards, from what I'm seeing. Love's going on the I just spun out. That's a good start.
Watch out, he takes no assist, brother.
I forgot about that. See, this is why you don't let me rest in the Super League, ladies and gentlemen. Right, I'm gonna take my time. Should be
yeah,
fine.
you can't go. You gotta like,
right,
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
yes,
fine.
yes.
Right, don't do an onboard lap with me, please, because I'm very bad.
Alright,
oh,
okay, I'll leave you be. I'll leave you do your job.
Please. Thank you very much.
But anyway, we've got Jutsikev here on soft, as well as Pierre Unique JMC, Wiggly Star, Volanic, Pope Tabes, Star Kicker, Born Evil, Tunturi, have the softs. Born Evil and Pope do have the mediums. Billy Misu, Eloivi, who's under AI, and F1 Lover on the hards, as I was about to mention down there, but obviously he...
Yeah, don't mention me, I'm not racing.
Definitely,
I'm
but...
supposed to be commentating, but... Oh,
yes.
God. I spun out again, oh dear.
Okay then, just make your way to the grid, but yeah, Jutsikev now warming up his tyres, everyone will be doing some burnouts there just to increase the temperatures in the rear. Good evening to Dorechta. Let me know after it. I have school to do. Okay, do your schoolwork then, and I'll see you very soon. But yeah, evening to Unique J. Let's see what can he do from third on the grid in the Pierre in the Haas sandwich. So let's see how will this fare, as now it's gonna be lights out very soon. Here, and obviously it won't be the desync. Oh yeah, now we're going to be waiting on one man, the scout Dan here, who's now going to make his way to the grid, but we're now going to be momentarily waiting for Dan here to enter the grid, as he is right there, as yes, we know it's fine, but yeah, now it's going to be lights out very soon. So here we go. Now the lights are going to be counted down, the driver's going to get ready for the race start, as now whole grid mixes up, but now the race starts. It's going to come as now the throttles will rise. It's going to be lights out and away we go. Josikev gets a very good stop. Pierre gets a very bad start. Unique J gets ahead. That is a very good start from Unique J. Now into turn one. Everyone is safe. 3 wide between Pope, Star Kicker, and MC Co-Wheelie for a moment into turn one, but everybody's off clear into turn two. It looks like we've got here Tunturi with Star Kicker battling into turn three, still side by side. Tunturi has to give up the position, but still is turn four up to grabs here. That's Billy Miso on F1 level, trying to go round the outside of the British driver, as he's going to battle his compatriot here very closely. It's still side by side. Now that is Star Kicker. That's not Star Kicker. That's somebody that diving. I think I was Born Evil there, sending it to the inside. Tunturi has come out worse at the exit of turn 7, as he is at the moment P12, as everybody looks to be off nice and clear, but Piero is super close to Unique J here, as Unique J is losing a bit of time, as now Jutsikev is going to control the pace in this Grand Prix. He's about a second ahead now. Piero is just all over the German ahead of him, as now we're going to see Justy kept saying the fastest lap as Centuri's going to try and give it everything as Dan has spun there, so we're not going to worry about that. But that's Piero now going to the outside of Piero. He keeps it side by side here with the Haas. He goes down the inside, and that is Jutsikev at turn 2. That's turn 2. That's Jutsikev at turn 2 as Gavra racing as Gav just cursed Jutsikev. As he said, he's flying, but now he's in P9, so super unfortunate as Dan's DNF. So Dan is now has got access to the commentary box now. He doesn't have to race anymore. But Weekly Style somehow up to P2. Piero leading this Grand Prix. Weekly Style's in a fantastic position here, and that is a fantastic start from Piero. He's taking the lead here, the Frenchman. OMG Gav, I hope Jutsi won't read this chat. That is, yeah, Jutsikev slowing down. I'm not sure what's happened to the Swiss driver. Something must have happened. F1 Lover's just right behind him, Dan.
Yeah, it's really close right now. As F1 would that lovely be able to go down the inside, not quite, but I don't think the fair was clean. Obviously, it wasn't a bit of the rest start, but these two are going to have a little now start to put someone down the inside. Oh,
that's
just
Born
no,
Evil.
it was Bonnie, sorry. Yeah, I thought it was Bert, my bad. But yeah, everyone putting a nice move there, and yeah, so far, everyone putting it nice and clean. What would like to see?
Yeah, definitely. So we've got Born Evil into P7, so good from the British driver, gets ahead of Star Kicker here. But Benny Musa a bit behind. Maybe he's going to try and want to catch up here very soon. He goes a bit deep into turn 4, but it doesn't really happen to him. But that's just to making a slight amount of contact there with Centuri. Just Kev just lost so much pace. Centuri doesn't have any as he nearly spins it once again, Kev. And F1 lovers all around the Swiss driver round turns 8 and 9. That is a very big off there, but Pope is now very close behind MC Kowili, who's going to try and do it as Zach is supporting Piero here, who's around 6 tenths clear from Wiggly Style here, who's going to try and get him here, as now you will have DRS, but Piero looks to be safe here, as it's going to be a bit of a DRS train, but here goes Pope now down.
Yeah, Pop's gonna go down the inside of MC. We'll be able to make the move work. Perhaps it's a little bit late, just manages to let the move clear move. MC going a little bit wide now, so it's a battle for P4 now. Pop's got a lot of work to do to catch up, but meanwhile, if we look at Jutty Kev and Centuri then go wheel to wheel. Jutty Kev's in around the outside. Will the Rebel be able to hold it? Not quite, in a little bit of contact though, but Jutty Kev getting promoted into 10th place. But the battle for P3 and P2 are fairly close, so keep a close eye out on that.
Yeah, so the top 3 are battling out here in the Hungary here in Budapest as now. Unique J must have picked up his pace here, maybe he's covered up. So look at his ERS levels, he's already on 20, hence Pierre and Willis are just about 70, the exact same amount of like they do. So Piero is going to try and stay behind ahead of Wiggly Stars. Your Unique J is pretty much pressuring. He gets a bit of a wiggle there into the final corner, and he's going to try and get past Wiggly Star here if he can.
Yeah, I mean he's trying it down. Look at the pace he's getting on him, especially with the ERS and DRS to play, but he's going to have to be careful because he hasn't got a lot of ERS, so he's going to have to try and save that ERS if he can, if he wants to try and get past Wicked Style there. But meanwhile, Billy and Star Kicker and Judgy Kev, these two are going to have a little fight as Judgy Kev gets the move done on Star Kicker. We're going to be able to get the move done on Billy. Billy goes a little bit wide there, and Judgy Kev just manages to clear pass, promotes him up into 8th place, so he's got the pace now. He's going to be hunting down Bonnie Evil.
Yeah, so Billy Musa went very deep into turn 2. That's really wheelie going as some things happen. There's a bit of lag, but everything's all right. As Mr. Wheelie looked like he stopped for a moment, but yeah, there was a bit of a static. As that is gonna be Billy Moose down to P9, just to get up to P8. Now he's gonna try and control the pace and the tyres here, Dan.
But Pub's right behind Volanic in this race now as we look towards the final straight. These two are going to go for a little bit of a fight. Will Pub be able to make the move down the main straight? Pub's going to have all the DRS and the ERS as he makes the race down into turn 1. Will Pub be able to have enough room to battle him? Yes, he does. Will he go down the inside? Goes a little bit wide. Will Volanic goes for the switch back? He does. And these two are going to go from wheel to wheel as Will Pub be able to hold the inside line into this corner. It manages to get the move done, promotes him up into 4th place.
Yeah, so good move there from Pope as he gets into P4, so the mediums look like to be working very nicely for the British driver. He does have purple first sector, so the mediums coming alive. The softs might start getting more worse every lap here, as we can just see on Unique J. That his tires are starting to rot out as yeah, Pope is looking really quick at the moment as yeah, he is very quick because the mediums are starting to have the advantage as now the crossover's just passed and the mediums are just so quick right now. As we're gonna see as Justy Kevier is just losing a lot of time to Born Evils. He had 3 seconds down to Bonnie, now he's got 4, as that is very big, but at the moment everything's looking clear for the first 7 laps, or maybe not, but now here comes F1 Lover now. Benny was trying to break the slipstream, but F1 Lover here, the graphics designer for the Instagram of Gavra is going to go down the inside as the British drive on the hards is going to be now ahead of Billy Mitsu here, whose his pace is not as good as he wanted, but F1 Lover gets ahead of the British driver, so the compatriots switch places as that is a good move from F1 Lover and gets into 9th, and he's going to start climbing up through the timing sheets here, Dan.
Yeah, F1 Lover's especially on the hard, so he's going to be out for quite a while. But we also have to consider as well, if Pope's got this pace, which is equivalent to the people on the softs, these guys in front are going to have to pit. So Pope's going to get a huge advantage on these guys. So we could see a podium from Pope. Don't want to jinx it though in the nicest way possible. But Kev also needs to find that pace. If he can find that pace, he will be able to catch up, but it's still all to play for. As Piero goes into the pits now, he's going to go on the set of mediums or maybe the hards, and right now it's Wicked Style leading the way of this race. But as I say that now, MC and Bonnie Evil are going to go wheel to wheel. Bonnie Evil going round the outside, gets the move done on his teammate, but it looks like his teammate might retaliate, not quite, but these guys on the soft are definitely going to have to pit soon.
Yeah, definitely the tyres are just getting really worse, and I don't think MC Cody is going to try and fight Bonnie here, their teammates, so maybe some team orders out the Alpine team. So, so at the moment there, let's see, can the Alpine team here work together here and maybe do something, but Piero's pits for the hards, and look at the gap he's built from Jutsikev. So Jutsikev is 9 seconds behind Piero, as Piero is pitting for that, so he's right now scheduled to go to the end of the race here on those hards, which could be getting worse at the end of the race, but as seen for previous races, the tyres weren't as bad as people would expect. But here goes now Pope as Unique J into the pits as well as Wiggly Star. Pope is now going to take the lead of this Hungarian Grand Prix as the medium and hard runners will stay out, who started on them. as they will stay out and pit eventually later on. But the Scout Dan, you need to keep an eye out on F1 Lover. He's gonna be on the softs possibly at the end of the Grand Prix, so watch, don't count him out maybe for the podium, where if there's a safety car, there's yellow flags at turn 12. I think that is Star Kicker, he's lost his front wing there, so he's gonna have to pit, and he's actually just pit 1 lap ago, so that means he's gonna have to pit for new tyres, and his Williams team is going to give him a new ring and probably some fresh tyres, and he's going to continue around 20 to 30 seconds behind to ensure he MC Cody gets the 3-second time penalty.
That is very true, but the strategy is going to be interesting. I think we're going to see a lot of medium to soft strategies, but I think they could also go medium to hard. But like you said, F1 Lover, we've got to keep a close eye on him. If he can lead the laps for the majority of the race on them hards, switch to the softs for the quicker finish, we could see F1 Lover on the podium. But
yeah,
everyone's closely getting close. The closest battle we're having at the minute here to electrify is between Billy and Ellie. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but we'll call him the Ferrari. As these two are going to have a little bit of a battle. Billy going on the inside line. Will Lovely be able to make a move on the outside? Oh, a little bit of ghosting there. I don't know if you've just seen that. As Billy goes down the inside, gets the move done. But yeah, I don't know if it's me, but I think Lovely's ghosted a bit. I'm not too sure.
He's under AI control.
Oh, okay.
Because he left the session at the end of quali, I'm not sure why, but yeah, he's under AI control, because they get permanently ghosted when they are under AI control. I'll be back in about a minute, as I gotta just do something very quickly. Sorry about that.
It's no worries. Let's just take an eye out to see who currently is on the pole. But in terms of the standings, we might as well have a look at the standings for a while. Just go ahead and load up the Super website for those out there, the Gavra Racing website. We find all the standings and all that good stuff on there. But let's have a look at the standings for these guys in the Super League in particular. As I just had them up like 2 minutes ago and now I've lost them. So give me 1 second. Right here. Right, here we go. So far, looks like Pope comes up in first place in the driver standings. We've got Piero Nabelsi in second and third in the driver standings, followed by 2 St. Rookie Styles, Leo Cat, Shamster, F1 Lover, Bonnie Evo, Volnia, MC, Chuchatev, Tindren, Rangy, Starkicker, and Oreo and Z-Tech. But them guys in particular who aren't able to make it today will be able to have a chance. But Piero now, he's gaining a lot of time on the hards, on Billy. Billy's tyres are just about to get worn out. Gets the move done past Lovey, as now he's going to push towards Billy. Remember, Billy's got that time penalty, so Piero will have an instant advantage now as the runs of the S's. Will Piero be able to catch up after he got close an eye on these two? Piero's got all the pace in the world in this fight. And this is going to be an interesting one. More than likely will make a move in the third sector. But in terms of the team standings as well, the Aston Martin's coming out on top with 144 points, followed by the AlphaTauri and the Ferrari coming in second and third. Then the Mercedes, the Red Bull, the Alpine, the Williams, the Haas, the Alfa Romeo, and the So yeah, it should be an interesting one. MC getting another 3-second time penalty, not good for the Alpine, as Piero now going to go for a little bit of a scrap. Here we go now, as he's going down the main straight. Will Piero be able to get the move done? Does get the move done. I don't know if Billy might be able to retaliate. I don't think he's going to retaliate because he's only worn the tyres. But Piero getting himself up into 4th place, so he's going to gain all the time in the world to catch up towards F1 Lover and the rest of the field.
Yeah, so I'm back now, so sorry for that, but yeah, Piero getting into P4, and now he's going to catch up a bit now to F1 Lover here. Born Evil and Pope who are going to be controlling the race pace on those tyres, and they might, maybe in 2 to 3 laps, they'll start to get a bit worse. But at the moment, they're all pretty nicely looked after. And let's see how will they go into this next scenario, into maybe this last pit stop, maybe a 2-stopper, because it is possible, but it is pretty difficult to get finished. But yeah, we've got a bit of a battle here between Wiggly Star, Unique J, and yeah, they're just battling here together. Billy Misha as well is involved in this battle, so it's a bit of a 4-car battle here. Let's see how will this one pan out. As Wiggly Star right behind Ella Levy here is going to have the DRS, as well as Pierre, so it could be a bit of a DRS train, I should say.
Yeah, this quite true, but the battle for P6 commences while obviously the Ferraris once crosses, which is quite unfortunate for one of the Ferraris. So Wiggly Star's is running up into 6th place, but then 2 are still battling. So it took a close, not really going to comment on that, but yeah, Wiggly Star's getting moved in there, walking up into 6th place. And the pace on Piero right now is just, he's flying through the grid. I don't know how he's making this work, but he's getting the move done. Unique J getting the move done on the other Ferrari, as the guys on the mediums are going to have to pit soon. I don't think no one else's pit is. Bonnie and Pope have stayed out as well as F1 Lover, but remember F1 Lover's on hard. He's going to get up into P1, but meanwhile, if you look at MC, he's right behind Voronov now, as this looks like it's the closest battle on track, so just keep an eye out on these two guys.
Yeah, so MC Coeli just trying to apply the pressure. He's got a penalty against his name, so he's going to have to go down 3 seconds at the end of the race. We've got Jessica just behind them, so at the moment Volanik is going to be a huge under pressure. That's what he's done now on Unique J. On the straight, it's going to be very close racing. And now into turn 1, it's going to be 3 wide between Unique J, Billy, Misu and Wiggly Stars. Now we're going to wait momentarily about this battle. It's going to be Billy Misu and Unique J side by side through turn 2. Billy Misu spins out.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate from the cities. A lot of battling was done. I don't know what happened. Stuart's going to have to have a look at that. But
Here goes Valanik.
Yeah, Billy went a little bit too late, but here comes Voronov now, as right behind MC, gets the move done on Judgy Kev. But where did Judgy Kev come from, ladies and gentlemen? He's now involved in this fight. This is going to be the battle for P8. Going to be really close battling between these three. Keep an eye out on these three. Zexify, right now,
yeah.
Judgy Kev is right behind Voronov now. It's really cool to see.
Yes, definitely, but yeah, I'm just looking at chat, as I wouldn't say nothing to curse. Yeah, definitely, the people usually talk a lot of chat. Yeah, definitely, Piero does talk a lot, so he's racing right now, as he's gonna try, and at the moment he's provisionally in the race lead, but Wiggly Star's in the DRS, so here goes Jutsikev on Volanik. Volanik will have the slipstream. Look at the pure slipstream here, Dan. He's going to try and go around the outside of turn 1, and he's going to try and make it stick. Looks up a bit. Jutsikev has the DRS because there's no detection point into turn 1. Jutsikev is safe, but it looks like Volanik's setup is very good on straight line speed, and at the circuit you need a lot of downforce. It's pretty much Monaco, but it's not a lot of walls, and it's super difficult at times to overtake when it's DRS trains here, Dan. But Jutsikev does get the move done and moves up into P9. He's going to try and go against MC Coeli here, who's racing Ella Levy in the AI. He's going to get the move done definitely very soon, but I'll determine the AI is around 85, 90, something like that, as now MC does get ahead, and that's Pope now pitting, first stop and definitely final stop, as he's going on the mediums.
Okay, no, this is going to be a 3-stop. It has to be a 3-stop. If you
A 2-stop.
Oh, wait, 2-stop?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 2-stop. Why did I say 3-stop? I'm such an idiot. But yeah, Voronov went for a little bit of a spin when he was battling against Jutsikev. So that's like that was like mind-blowing to see, as Volnev did really well to defend there. Just getting through the AI. But this is going to be interesting. Pope comes out on 4th now, so he might have to last these mediums for the end of the race. I'm honestly so excited to see what's going to happen here.
I think I know what's going to happen. I think Pope, if it might rain, Dan, as that's Jotty kept getting ahead of the AI of Luivi. I was just saying, there's yellow flags. That is MC Coeli, who was doing a pretty good race. He's now spun, and that is extremely unfortunate. Yeah, that's fine. I was just saying that it could be rain, and if it wasn't rain scheduled, he would have went on the hards or could have carried on to go on the softs. So it must be rain. So we have rain in the hands, hopefully. As now I probably see why F1 went on the hards, because rain is coming. Those tyres will last maybe 25 laps before they start going into the bin. As that is now Luivi entering the pits. The AI basically entering the pits for the softs. I mean for the hards, because it showed the soft tyres. But yeah, definitely Tabby top decks, definitely. So Pope is now going to try and get as much time to Piero here, as that's to Jury ahead of Eloise just before the pits, as the Red Bull car gets ahead of Eloise and into the 11th. Yeah, just 10 seconds behind Billy Misu here, who's still carrying on those medium tyres, as he's one of the medium runners, counting Airborne event. F1 was just the only medium runner, as Piero is now running his own race here, but Pope is closing in very quickly. So Pope at the moment is your provisional P2 and will be probably Unique J with this R4, so it could be a fight for the podium here, quite interestingly. So let's see how all this fare, and we're going to see how all this fare. Pope 18.5, as that is a great lap from the British drivers, so he's going to now start gaining a lot. Piero is around 2 seconds behind. F1 Lover Bon Evil is still just about 6 seconds ahead of him. As you can see, there's just a bit of tread, or just a bit of a blister. There's like a line crossing, so that means the tyres are more than 45%. F1 Lovers I don't see yet, but it looks to be a bit visible there, so maybe F1 Lovers tyres are starting to go off a bit. But Pope is definitely gonna start pushing very hard here to get ahead of Piero, but I believe Dan's back.
Now, before I went, you mentioned something about rain, so here's what I'm thinking, right? So Bonnie messaged me right before the race, and you mentioned something about being, I'll cut your message up real quick, hold on, just give me a minute.
Yes, definitely.
Because he said something about the race, and I have a feeling I agree with him here. So he said, the start of the race is dry for 45 minutes, and then it will be in the wet towards the end of the race. So what we're thinking here is up to 5, because right now the weather conditions could be suitable for a little bit of wet racing.
Yeah, definitely. So that's why probably put on the mediums here, because you can't go to the end on the same compound of tyres. You can't go medium, go to the end, because that is not allowed in the F1 game and in real life. As now we're gonna see how will this stick go for Pope, as he's 1.6 seconds behind Piero. Piero's just about 1 second now close behind F1 Lover here, who's Piero could just physically see how much grip the Frenchman has in the AlphaTauri. So we're gonna witness here a battle here between for the podium. Kev just about 1.1 seconds behind, as Centuri and Eloise battling here for P11, as MC is now behind Volanik here, who's not under AI, so he's a build very nice battling here. Justy Kev's going to try and get into this very small DRS train, with Wiggly Star going to try to get past Unique J very soon.
Yeah, but if you've noticed, Bonnie hasn't pit yet, and he's done 18 laps on the mediums. So I'm thinking it definitely has to be some form of wet. Because if you look, there's a little bit of fog starting to creep up, and it looks like because of the clouds, has to be some form of rain. So these drivers better be ready if, in case any rain scenarios happen. But Piero, what a gap he's closed up. He's now into P3. He's pushing now as best he can towards F1 Lover. The battle for P2 will wait to both drivers are on the hard. As keep an eye out there, but also MC just sends it round the outside of Volner, pushes him up into 8th place. So Volner is going to respond here as we're going down the middle sector towards the left and the sharp right. Volner going a little bit loose there, goes off the track a little bit. Oh no, that was MC, sorry. MC going off the track and keeps 8th place. So he was quite lucky, as these two are going to be battling it now for P8, but also Piero gaining loads of time here. But meanwhile, Volney's gone back on MC. This is only the battle for 8th place. These guys are going to go wheel for a while. So keep a close eye out on these two, as they're going towards the 3rd sector now. Will someone look for the move as MC sends it? He was thinking about it. He's going back in. As he makes his way towards the final 2 corners. Will the move be done here? Not quite, but meanwhile Piero in F1 Lover, the battle for P2 waits, as F1 Lover just manages to hold it, as these two are going to go wheel for wheel now. Piero holding it round the outside of F1 Lover. Will F1 Lover be able to hold it? No, he does not. And Pub also does the same.
Yeah, the Pub definitely team strategies there, but here goes MC Cooley now on Volanik once again. They're battling here, as now he's going to try and go around the outside of turn 2 and now into turn 3 as there's contact. There's a massive hit to the wall. There's a big amount of contact, and that could have damaged there maybe the rear wing. That was a massive whack. But yeah, talking about Pope and F1 Lover, but I think F1 Lover just let Pope pass because they're teammates, Dan, and they want to play a team game because they want to have a lot of points here in the Silverstone based outfit, as they're going to try and salvage a lot of points here from AlphaTauri, hopefully. As now let's see Pope now with the DRS. Pierre is weaving here to break the slipstream, as he's going to do that twice, not 3 times, because 3 times is excessive weaving. But obviously that's not a rule for Gavra, I believe. But still, let's see, Wiggly Star behind Unique J. Maybe he's going to try and look for the move here, Dan. But it looks to be all okay. But here goes Pope maybe on Piero. He has a nice slipstream. You always get a very nice slipstream here around Hungary, so maybe Pope has just got a very good setup, which is very good on corners and straight line speed. So Pope is just all over Piero here.
Yeah, but if you don't think about it, quite a wise choice from F1 Lover to let Pope past. Tyre differences all essential here. But if you think about it, let's pay attention quickly to Bonnie Evil, as Billy now goes for the move on MC.
He's
MC. I think, MC
spun.
went to the pits, you know? Oh, he's been. Oh, okay, my apologies.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, Bonnie's been out for 22 laps straight on the same medium tyres. Been fairly consistent too. So this could be a medium soft here for Bonnie if he can keep this up. But Pope now, as we mentioned, right behind F1 Lover, using all the ERS and DRS, really look for the move he is considering it, as he goes round the outside, we'll be able to get the move done. Yeah, we're holding it down the inside. Good move, defending there from the Frenchman, as he makes his way down towards this left-hander. Pope will send it down the inside. These two can go wheel to wheel. Gets the move done. While Piero will able to hold the position, hold it for the right this hand, a little bit of contact, and Pope gets the move done. But racing there, but Piero's definitely going to respond here.
Yeah, so now Piero trying to go around the outside of turn 5, which is very difficult to do. But if you just have the grip, you can do it. But Pope getting past. There was a bit of contact there, as Pope really did a good move there, and that's great racing from the Pope pair of them. As yeah, Bon Evil could try, but the tyres might are looking absolutely treacherous here, and maybe the rain might arrive a bit later here. Born Evil might have to start going to the soft tyres very soon here, because he might be in puncture territory here when comes rain. I am not sure. Maybe 3-6, maybe I'll just predict maybe 4-5 laps maybe. But here goes Piero now using his battery here. His nicely saved battery. He's gonna gain a lot on Pope, as he's gonna not give this one up, Dan, as this is basically a battle for the net race lead here.
The battle for P2 sorry, is getting really close. Piero trying to keep every little bit of slipstream on Puff in for the battle of P2, but if you think about it, Piero has to lead the hard for the rest of the race. Pope now needs to get away from this prize if he wants to try and catch up to Bonnie, and Bonnie's still out. But if you think about it, Pope's gained a lot of time, a huge chunk of time on Bonnie Evil, so the battle for P1 could be still happening here, as MC now just gets the move done on Billy. Really good move there from the Alpine, as yeah, really close. Piero picking up a 3-second time penalty. This is judged for Pope, and oh my god, things are just going to change instantly. I cannot wait.
It's raining. It's raining.
Like I said, it's going to be raining, so everyone's going to be on the intermediate or wet tyres, and I think Bonnie predicted the future. It's just too good.
Yeah, so now here goes Pope now. It's going to be a very easy move. Born Evil's not going to fight this one, as Pope goes around the outside. Bonnie tries to attack. He thinks about it, but stays ahead, as that's F1 Lover pitting, as he's going to go for the intermediates, and that's too early. That's too early.
So
yeah.
But with the style and Judgy Kev are going to have a little bit of a battle here. Thomas Judgy Kev now, will he be able to send it down the inside? Just gets the move done. And yeah, these two are battling, which is really intense. F1 Lover on in the intermediates, which is going to be interesting. I don't think the rain's going to be strong enough for heavy rain. But Piero now, he's right behind the Alpine to cross out on the these two as we ride on board with the AlphaTauri. As you can see, the distance between these two is really close. Everyone's starting to go for the intermediates now, so this is definitely going to be an interesting race for these guys, as Tinchuri just getting the move done on the other Ferrari. Piero getting the move done, sends it down the inside of Bonnie Evil, promotes him up into second place. But these two will be pitting soon. Does Piero decide to pit? No, he doesn't. Neither does Pope, and neither does Bonnie Evil. So I wonder what strategy these three are going to go for here.
Yeah, just looking at F1 Love, it's too early for the rain, but the rain is getting heavier, as yeah, it is showtime. But Born Evil's 25 laps on the medium tyres are absolutely gobsmacked right now, as Born Evil is still out. And Unique J gets past Jutsikev, but Jutsikev just has the corner, so the conditions are getting a lot worse here, Dan, and it's gonna start. Maybe into conditions are gonna come very shortly, but F1 Lover is just so slow on those intermediate tyres, and it's definitely not time for the inters. But in maybe 2 to 3 laps time, it will be inters. And we might see some drivers gambling here to stay out on the on the slicks, and some will gamble for inters too. But Billy Mizu now, one of the drivers now on the inters at MC Cody, getting past F1 Lover here. It's a very good but easy challenge, but yeah, it is getting more wet. There's now rain in. If you can see on board F1 Love, there's raindrops, so there's definitely rain. The rain's getting more heavier gradually every lap.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one. I think F1 Lover might have made a wise choice, because if the rain keeps getting heavier, everyone's going to start to lose a bit of traction, whereas F1 Lover might be able to squeeze through all the grids. So he might have made a wise choice here, coming out on the intermediates, because remember, everyone else has to pit. Warrior in the pit, he's going to go for the intermediates now, as the top 5 still stay out. Maybe they might be thinking I can finish the race on these tyres. Bonnie Evil, however, definitely will have to pit. 27 laps on the intermediate. That is a long time on one compound tyre. So this is going to be really spicy.
Yeah, Born Evil's just doing a fantastic job, but the puncture could come as Born Evil jumps over curbs there. You never know, it could be damage there on the underbody, but of Olanik just behind F1 Lover. So F1 Lover, let's see, yeah, he's still losing time, so the rain's getting heavier, but might rain just before the end of the race. As the rain's getting heavier and heavier, and there is rain now on the asphalt, if you wish, as yeah, it could now be Inters in 1 or 2 laps. There's a spinner, and that is MC Kawili, so now the drive's going to be starting to struggle, and this is where maybe the Inters will start coming to force. And now a stock kicker pits, as now let's see, on F1 if it goes deep into the chicane, it looks like the Inters might start to be that tyre that everyone go on to. Let's see here, Dan, on the interval to F1 Lover to Wiggly Star.
City Club in the pit for the Inters, with his style in the pit. Top 3 is still staying out, which is really interesting here. But the gap now needs to stay far if we want the other pit to work. Everyone else coming in on the intermediate should be really spicy here.
Yes, definitely, but F1 Lover 41 seconds behind Unique J, as now MC Cody into the pits for, but let's see, Dirty Kev, it looks like it's gonna be Inters now taking control, as the slicks might just be the worst tyre maybe, but let's see how will Born Evil do. Just look at the tyre, they're absolutely just ruined right now. Born Evil's done a fantastic job, and Louis gets past Tunturi here, who's on 21 lap old medium, so but yeah, now Piero goes into pits. Born Evil, does he enter the pits? He does.
Yes, he does.
As now he's gonna go into the pits and get those 27 lap old mediums into the pits, and it's going to be an interchange for now, as now it looks like the Inters are the better tyre, but Pope is now going to be leading from Piero, but Piero has that 3-second time penalty, and that could hamper him. Born Evil has done an absolutely fantastic job, and that has put him into P3.
Yeah, but if you think about it now, Gypsy Kev is right behind Bonnie Evil now. The pits did cost a lot of time. Now it's time to get them tyres warmed up, ready for the little finale, shall we say. 6 laps to go here in Hungary. Should be really interesting. But looks like right now Pope's coming out on top. The only way Piero will win this if he manages to gain a 6-second gap from where he is now in front of Pope.
Born Evil
picks up a 3-second time penalty. So now Gypsy Kev at this rate will have a chance at gaining a pole position, well, second place, shall we say. But it's still out to play for.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to quickly look at Pope's warnings. So Pope only has 2 warnings in his Grand Prix, so Pope needs 1 more for a penalty. Lucy Love Red, so yeah, Jutty Kev. Also, quick fact, Dan, Jutty Kev is an absolute fan of the rain, as he won over 20 seconds in the Premier Series because the rain was there in Canada, and he won by 20 seconds by just raw pace. So we're going to see how well that fared, but let's see how well he does. Duras is disabled, so that's just their confirmation. The Inters are now better, a better compound. Now Louis got to stop hitting very soon here, as now everybody's gonna start. Definitely knows now the Inters are the better tyres. Piero gets another 3-second time penalty, as that is going to be very harmful to the end of this race. Pope just needs to pick up 1 more.
Yeah, it's going to be really costly, yeah.
Yes, definitely.
I think the lap's going to be quite interesting. 5 laps to go. Piero needs to keep that 9-second gap, Well, he needs to take 3 seconds away from Bonnie Evil if he wants to stay in the podium. Gypsy Kev, as you say though, is flying through the track as he's gained a lot of time on Bonnie Evil in 1 lap. Could we see Gypsy Kev on a possible podium here? 5 laps to go. Still out to play for.
Yeah, but Gypsy Kev is super close down to Born Evil, so Born Evil now going to be forced to fight here for the podium as Born Evil's charged up his ERS to the max. As yeah, Y Piero Nabosic was a driver in the Super League, but unfortunately I believe he couldn't make it, unfortunately. But now it's going to be a fight for P3 here, Dan.
Sorry,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm cool. Really close here. Gypsy Kev getting quite a gap to Bonnie Evil. Bonnie Evil just losing it a little bit there. I don't think he was ready for this rain to come as Gypsy Kev right behind Bonnie Evil. This will be the battle for P3 now as he's using every little bit of ERS to get away. However, Bonnie Evil's got more ERS by 40%, so they should be really close. If Bonnie falls behind, he'll be able to try and pick up that pace to catch up. But Gypsy Kev right behind him here. The battle for P3 still commences here in Hungary. As we look now, he's really right behind him now. Still out of play for. 4 laps to go. Yellow in sector 2. Gypsy Kev braking really late. Managing to gain all the time in the world here is XFI.
Yeah, so Gypsy Kev's going to try and apply the pressure here to Born Evil through the final corner. Goes Gypsy Kev, or APSR Kev, as he gets a bit of a wiggle. But here goes Gypsy Kev now maybe on Born Evil. Born Evil's using his ERS as but Gypsy Kev sends it on Born Evil. As Gypsy Kev, Born Evil just enough closes the door there. That was a very good opportunity there, or opportunistic move, I should say, for Gypsy Kev. But he's just all around Born Evil in this first sector, as now he's going to have to slipstream into turn number 4. Born Evil closes the door there, just closes the door and just says, you're not getting P3 here. I want the podium, and to stand on the third step of the podium. So let's see how will this battle commence, as we've got about 4 laps remaining in this Grand Prix, Dan.
Yeah, the battle is really close. Gypsy Kev losing a little bit of time on Bonnie Evil. Bonnie Evil just trying to defend as best he can, as you said, for that podium position. But bear in mind, we've got a little bit of back markers. They're going to have to move out of the way as best as we can in order to ensure that these guys remain clean in this fight for P3. There's no interruptions. Gypsy Kev being a little bit loosey-goosey on that corner there. Make their way through the final corner, down the main straight. Both of these drivers want to use every little bit of DRS, trying to catch up. And if DRS was in the range, Gypsy Kev would have been able to gain a load of time, but unfortunately that's not the case in this game, as Bonnie Evil and Gypsy Kev really jump a little bit of a spin there. As you've seen, Gypsy Kev going a little bit loose, the rain's getting heavier, causing a lot of loss in time for these guys. Piero, however, closing the gap on pole. Will we be able to see Piero take P1 for a short amount of time? But it's safe to say, with 2 laps to go, this could be really interesting. As Gypsy Kev now, what a send as he gets the move done. These two are going to go wheel to wheel. What a move there from Gypsy Kev as they're holding now into the S's. These two are going to go wheel to wheel, forcing Bonnie Evil a little bit wide, just getting a little bit loosey-goosey, but that's the move done. Great driving there from Gypsy Kev.
Yeah, so I saw there Bonnie does not give up in these types of situations. He never gives up. That's a very good move, very close racing, but Born Evil there, unfortunately the one who comes out worse and into P4 now, goes a British driver, unless Jutsikev does get a penalty once again. It's going to be Born Evil's podium, but Born Evil's not going to give this one up, as Born Evil's race style is very aggressive and very, very calm as well. Born Evil knows when to attack and when it's a possible time, but Born Evil's around a second behind, so maybe Jutsikev might have the pace to fly away here from Born Evil, as Gavra's making a good point at 1.2 seconds. Piero behind Pope, so Piero has good pace here. MC Cody gets another penalty. That's 14 seconds added to his tally. But as we now come back to Piero, he's 1 second behind Pope, so Pope looks to be struggling a bit. Piero is just flying in the wet, as Born Evil's 1.3 seconds, so Born Evil there could run out a chance on the podium, but anyway, a great drive from him, and let's see, can anything else maybe happen? But that's MC Cody and F1 Lover fighting here. MC Cody just very easily getting ahead here, and F1 Lover into P9 now. Maybe not maybe for now, but now F1 Lover is now behind MC, but this just as Billy Musu gets a 3-second time penalty, and now he's got 9 seconds, as that's someone spinning. That's an Alpine, and that's F1 Lover spinning it as well.
Yeah, really unfortunate for them to MC then in the position there, but the final lap commences here in Hungary, a very wet lap here in the Hungarian track and the Hungarian Grand Prix. Will Piero be able to gain enough time on Puck, but realise if Puck does not get a penalty, Piero, Puck will always stay on top in this race. With the back marker of the day, everyone was going to get out the way.
Yes.
If he can, and yeah, I mean, honestly, if Piero continues pace out, not getting another penalty, P2 and P1 is going to be for Puck and Piero. But what a drive from all these guys, especially the top 5.
Yeah, so that was a great race, but we still got battle battles here. Eloivi in the AI Cup, Tinturi for the final bit of points. Yes, you will come out on 2 points, but the man who's on the mission, Pope, after starting 7th on the medium tyres, it looks like the alternate strategy, the super intelligent two-stopper, going on the mediums on the first stint and switching to the mediums and going on the inters. It's been a fantastic strategy, and that's made him win the Hungarian Grand Prix. Piero takes P2 after a very gritty performance from the French driver. Did get P2, but unfortunately it's P2 for Piero stays where he is. Jutsikev from pole position takes 3rd, Born Evil 4th. The strategy from him was absolutely immense after 25 and more laps. On those medium tyres, made the one-stop work. Wiggly Star takes 5th, Unique J now coming through the final bit of corner, Unique J has done a fantastic performance in his first outing or dance in the Super League. Hopefully he'll add some more to the tally, but that's P6 for him just for now. Volanik here done a pretty good race, and as you can see, it looks very wet here in the skirts of Budapest here in the Hungarian, as Volanik picks up 7th position, as MC Kowili and Tuncuri battling here. Down as now Tuncuri's going to try and go down the inside for the final opportunity. Tuncuri sends it, and he does manage to get the move done, maybe, or just not yet, as MC Kowili has maybe one more chance here, unless Tuncuri makes a massive mistake through the final corner. But it looks like it's gonna be Tuncuri picking up I believe his first point in Gavra Racing. Fantastic job from him, and that's the race, as Born Eagle saying our dry setup was plus no practice in the wet. But yeah, GG, that was a great stint from you for the first stint, Bonnie, but that was a fantastic race and very, very, very good racing from all drivers here, Dan, and that was a great race.
Yeah, great racing there, and here we are, the #1 driver Pup taking the #1 victory here at Hungary, never said Hungarian for some reason. Hungary. And yeah, great wrestling from everyone, especially the top 5. Who was on for driver of the day? That's the 5.
I think it's got to be Pope. The strategy he did was just over the moon. I think it was a very, very effective strategy, and so, but yeah, that was. And if it didn't do that straight, it probably would be Born Evil. 27 laps on the medium tyres, just some performance from the British driver. But on to the next one. Who cursed me?
Glendav. That's what I'm going to say.
But but yeah, that's who cursed you. But yeah. Pope takes P1 with the fastest lap of 1 minute 18.517. Then we could touch it for the fastest lap. Piero takes P2 and does a great job in keeping that position. Jutsi Kev P3, Born Evil P4, Wiggly Style, Unique J Volanik, Tunturi, Ulivi, MC Kowili round the top 10, and F1 Lover Star Kicker, and Billy Misu missed the top 10 and Dan retired because I should not explain it again, but yeah, it would be basically everyone finishing across the line, which is.
I was going to say, for my driver of the day, I was going to go with Piero. A lot of strategy done by Piero. Got a little bit loosey-goosey at the start, but towards the end, kept that spirit high, got him P2 for the points here at Hungary. But thank you everyone for watching. It's been a really good experience. Join us next week. We're in Italy, which is exciting. But yeah, I'm going to hand over to Zexify for the outro. It's a goodbye from me. I hope you all have a good day. Remember to stay safe and all that good stuff. And yeah, whenever you're ready, Zexify, you can say the outro.
Yes, so thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate GG's to everybody who joined. Fantastic performance from everybody. But that is the race. So Hungary, we say goodbye to Budapest. So we're going to head to the north of Milan into the Italian Grand Prix, as we're going to be at Monza, where it's going to be a very gritty and the temple, we're going to be approaching Temple of Speed, and that's where the deadly curves come into place here on the F1 game. But join tomorrow for GT Sport Nazi. We'll be commentating Group A and Group B on Saturday. Dan's going to be racing at Group B, I believe, or maybe Group A.
Yeah, Group B.
Thank you there, but yeah, on Sunday it's going to be me and Lowline commentating the weekend league. It's going to be at 8 PM UK, 9 PM CET, or Central European time if you wish. Then it's going to be on Monday Academy League. It's going to be Nazi commentating that. Tuesday me and Geek Fusion for the Freshman League. Wednesday it's going to be Tuesday and a Born Evil commentating the Premier Series, and next week at this time at 8 PM it might be me and Dan, or it might just be me commentating the Super League round 7 for the Hungarian Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix, as we moving into the Temple of Speed next week. But for now, goodbye, and we'll see you guys very soon. Have a good evening everyone. Stay safe.